Kwa hivyo wakati nitamuita maandamano,
some members of the clergy are fed up with President William Ruto. In fact, some of them are threatening to lead an unstoppable demonstration to State House. I want us to listen to one of them speaking on how they will lead Mandamano to State House. But before I do that, kindly like the video to reach many people as possible. In case it is your first time, subscribe and turn on the notification bell.
kwa hivyo wakati nitamuita maandamano, mutokee. Tukisema haki, na mimi ndio nitakuwa naongoza. Na tunaweza ingia State House. Wewe usicheze na sisi. Zote tunateseka, watu wanakufa hivyo bure kwa sababu matibabu imekuwa ipatika. Hii inaitwa anganisha na shia na wote. Si mnaikumbuka hiyo? Hata ieleweki ni gani. Na imekuwa shinda kubwa kwa watu. Na sasa wakaeleza. Na wakaambia kiongozi wetu kuna mambo mengi hawafurahii. Na uongo umekuwa mwingi katika nchi yetu. Watu wanaambiwa watafanyiwa hivi na wafanyiwi. Na hata sisi tunayaona na tunayapitia, na ni sisi tuko pale. Tukiwaambia wanakuja wanatuambia nyinyi hamuna ukweli wa mambo yale mnasema. Halo? Hamkusikia wakisema hivyo jana? Walisema hatuna nini? Ukweli. Hebu uliza neighbor kama hatuna ukweli kweli. Mambo haya hatuna ukweli na yanafanyika mbele ya macho yetu. Yanafanyika tukiona, kwa hivyo tuko na ukweli. Yes, hatuwezi kuambiwa hatuna ukweli. Na uongo tumendanganywa ya lakini nimwambie Mungu wetu atudanganye. Mungu wetu hata tundanganya. Tutaweza kushinda viongozi wetu wabadilike. Na wakibadilika nchi yetu itakuwa sawa kabisa. Si hata wewe unasikia pressure ile iko? Si magoti imekuwa juu sana? Hello?
That is not all. Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit decided to send William Samoei Arap Ruto a hard-hitting letter. Allow me to share it with you right now. Statement from the Anglican Church of Kenya on misleading information regarding the church's position on governance issues affecting the nation. The Anglican Church of Kenya takes great exception to reports in some section of the media which seems to indicate that ACK do not agree with the Catholic bishops for calling out the government on a number of issues facing the country. We, the ACK, fully support the Catholic bishop's statement to the nation. We believe that the government is yet to turn around the country and steer it in the right direction. Calling church leaders names or dismissing the bishop's statement as misleading, erroneous, and false is itself dishonest. And allow me to repeat that statement. Misleading, erroneous, and false is itself dishonest. I believe this is a message to President William Ruto. The bishops have spoken their minds, the minds of Kenyans, and faithfully expressed the truth as things are on the ground. No amount of attacks or intimidation will deter the church from calling out evil and speaking the truth to power. Allow me to repeat that. No amount of attacks or intimidation will deter the church from calling out evil and speaking the truth to power. Let the political class and those in government come down from their high horses, listen for once, rather than seemingly perpetuate the commonplace culture of impunity. The governed do not need lectures but services and honest engagement. Please concentrate on providing leadership in a meaningful way and first tackle the myriad of problems that is bedeviling the country. It cannot be gainsaid that the new university funding model has not worked. Public universities are barely functioning. Perpetual delays in releasing capitation has continued to undermine efficient running of public schools. It cannot be gainsaid that the transition from National Health Insurance Fund (NHIF) to Social Health Insurance Fund (SHIF) has been anything but smooth, causing Kenyans untold suffering. It cannot be gainsaid that Kenyans have suffered unexplained abductions, forced disappearances, and unresolved murders who should be held responsible, if not the government. It cannot be gainsaid that Kenyans are struggling with punitive taxes, unemployment crisis, and less than ideal business environment. It cannot be gainsaid that the most vulnerable Kenyans have experienced inhumane evictions with no viable alternative to their already precarious living arrangements. In the circumstances, we should not simply fold our hands and pray for miracles. And for once, I think the clergy have said the truth. In the circumstances, we should not simply fold our hands and pray for miracles. We do not also condemn the government or even criticize for the sake of it. We, nevertheless, demand transparency, greater accountability, time bound plans, and urgent intervention in such services as especially medical care, which cannot wait. It is time the government realized that too much talk and open ended promises will not do. The ancient wisdom still holds true to that. And it says, when the rulers are good, the people are happy. When the rulers are evil, the people complain. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. The Most Reverend Dr. Jackson Olesapit, the Archbishop of the Anglican Church of Kenya, 18th November 2024. That is the reality. A statement from Jackson Olesapit, the Archbishop of the Anglican Church of Kenya. The reality on the ground, ladies and gentlemen, and we cannot lie to each other, that in Kenya, most people are not suffering. They are suffering. And one thing that Olesapit has talked about is the new university funding model. I saw students drawn from all universities in Kenya staging a demonstration to show their displeasure with this new university funding model, despite the fact the head of state held a town hall meeting with them and they told him nothing but the truth. So, does it mean that the head of state did not listen to them? Elizabeth is also talking about the social health authority and the chief. Many Kenyans are complaining whether it is a beautiful program that the government will offer, but the implementation is not good. It is poor. I remember one member of parliament by the name Millie Odhiambo saying in the National Assembly that the implementation is poor. That is the reality on the ground. Now, the unexplained abductions. So many people were abducted. Remember the likes of Bob Jagi? And some have not been found to date. The IG of the police said they were not the people who were abducting Kenyans. It begs a question, who was abducting Kenyans? And we're just waiting to see whether the information will come out. They're talking about the forced disappearances, unresolved murders. But what caught my attention, the church is now demanding accountability. What the Gen Z were talking about? They're demanding transparency. They're demanding that the government should be bold enough to be accountable to the people that they are leading. I don't know whether the head of state will heed to this call, but that is what the church has said. And from the first video, the first information that I shared with you, that member of the clergy is saying that they can even go to state house. Things are boiling nicely, just like Gabriel Ogulda will put it. I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, I promise at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. The first thing you need to do, register as a voter. Second thing, demonetize politics. The third thing you have to do, vote for policy. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.